Hi everyone, welcome back to YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about dental pulp. Even though it is really extensive topic, but we are going to overview the dental pulp. So let's start our topic with anatomy and structure of dental pulp. The dental pulp is housed in the center of tooth, extending from the pulp chamber in the crown to the root canals in the roots. Its components include pulp chamber that is located in the crown of tooth and it becomes narrower as it extends from the root canal to the root canal. Then another component of the pulp is radicular pulp that are part of pulp that are in root canals. Then we have another thing related to dental pulp, that is apical foramen, that is basically opening at the tip of the root, allowing blood vessels and nerves to enter and connect the pulp to rest of the body. The pulp is surrounded by dentine, that is a calcified material or calcified structure that serve as a protective barrier. Then we will talk about the cellular composition of dental pulp. The pulp contains specialized cells that perform various functions that may include odontoblasts, cells at the periphery of pulp that produce dentine. That may include fibroblasts. The most abundant cells are fibroblasts in the pulp. They synthesize and maintain the extracellular matrix. Then we also have stem cells in the pulp that are undifferentiated mesenchymal cells that can differentiate into odontoblasts or fibroblasts. Then we have important immune cells such as macrophages and lymphocytes which provide defense against infection. So cellular components include four main cells: odontoblasts, fibroblasts, stem cells, and immune cells. Now let's talk about vascular and nerve supply of the pulp. Talking about blood supply, a network of blood vessels enter the pulp through the apical foramen, ensuring the supply of oxygen and nutrients to the pulp. Then we will talk about nerve supply. Nerve supply is sensory nerve fibers primarily from the trigeminal nerve make the pulp highly sensitive to stimuli such as temperature and pressure. And they also enters the pulp through the apical foramen. Now let's talk about physiological function of dental pulp. The dental pulp is multifunctional. It has following function like formative function as it produces dentine throughout the life, and primary dentine is formed during development while secondary and tertiary dentine are produced in response to wear or injury. Then it has another function, that is nutritive function, that is delivering essential nutrients and removing waste through its rich blood supply. Then there is another function of pulp, that is sensory function, as it transmits pain and other sensation through its dense nerve supply. Then it is also has another function, that is protective function, as it activates immune responses and from reparative dentine when exposed to injury or infection. Now let's talk about clinical conditions that may affect dental pulp. That include pulpitis. What is pulpitis? Pulpitis is basically an inflammation of pulp due to bacterial infection or trauma. It can be reversible or irreversible depending on the extent of damage. Then there is another condition that may affect pulp is pulp necrosis. That is basically death of pulp tissue, often resulting from untreated pulpitis. Then there are pulp stones calcification within the pulp chamber, sometimes causing complication during root canal therapy. So these are three main conditions that affect dental pulp. Pulpitis may be reversible or irreversible, or it may lead to pulp necrosis, and there is also formation of pulp stone that can complicate the root canal therapy. Now let's talk about clinical treatments of a dental pulp. That what can we give? When the pulp is damaged or infected, it may require interventions. We can do root canal therapy, that is included in endodontics, and it involves removing the damaged pulp, disinfecting the canal, and sealing them with a filling material. Then we can also do pulp capping, that's basically used to protect partially exposed pulp and encourage healing. Typically with calcium hydroxide or mineral trioxide aggregate it is done. Then we can also do pulp regeneration therapy, that is cutting edge field aiming to regenerate lost or damaged pulp tissue using stem cells. Now let's talk about age-related changes in dental pulp. As we age, the pulp undergoes changes. There may be reduction in pulp chamber size, that is due to deposition of secondary dentine, and that also includes fibrosis, that is increased fibrous tissue reducing cellularity and vascularity. and also it includes calcification, that is higher likelihood of pulp stone forming in dental pulp area. So this was all about dental pulp. If you liked our video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Thank you for watching.